Charlie Kirk shuts down this most arrogant college student. Listen to how this college student starts to talk to Charlie, and Charlie does not let him get away with it. Have a look.
Your biggest thing, your biggest point that everyone here is for is that you're a potential white supremacist. So,
what evidence do you have that I'm a racist?
I was just literally watching a video of you talking about whiteness as a whole, talking about whiteness as a concept, okay? And you were trying to explain how white privilege doesn't exist.
Correct, it doesn't.
You are a white man. How do you know?
Because I have eyes.
Because you have eyes. That's
and
not
I
a description.
Reason. So what can a black person do that I can't do in America? Or
what can a black
versa?
person do?
What can I do a black person can't do, I
let's
should say.
think of some history right here. Let's go through the history of redlining.
I don't need a history. I don't need
yes,
listen.
No,
you're talking about white privilege.
You do need a history lining. Clearly, you need a history lesson.
I know your talking points better than you do, and I've read all the literature that you have. I've probably forgotten more about the literature.
History affects the present day as well, and you know that's true. If you went to college, you would know.
Well, hold on a second, but let me.
So then why are you wearing the college as a scam shirt? Drop out.
Well, because you could.
So it's because you don't believe your own beliefs, and that's what I'm saying.
Well, you can admit something's a scam and still get through it. That's why he's wearing it. Okay.
Why?
You could feel like you're getting ripped off by an airline and still want to get to New York.
That's not what we're talking about anymore.
Like you're like, I'm getting ripped off by a $1,000 ticket, but you still get on the airplane. Like it doesn't make you a hypocrite. It means that the people are ripping you off, and a lot of you are getting ripped off. But no. So as far as white privilege, just without the history lesson of Jim Crow, segregation, imperialism, colonialism, slavery, all the stuff that I know that you're going to say. But just concretely, in America today, what can a white person do that a black person can't do?
Black applicants to jobs are 50% less likely to get jobs if they have a black-sounding name.
That's not even close to being true. That's not even close to being true.
That is a literal...
in fact, it's the opposite.
I'm not going to argue your lived experience. I'm not going to... No.
See, now you have to listen to him under your rules because a black person is going to say you're wrong.
I am. He can say I'm wrong. I know.
Come on up to the mic.
I know. I read your.
My name's Keemon Dixon. I have a really black name. Please tell me how 50% of my internships have been denied when I've worked for Senator Mike Lee, Mayor Trent Staggs, Speaker Mike Schultz.
Hold on.
I worked for a Congressman, Burgess Owens. I've actually worked on his campaign. I've worked on the campaigns of John Huntsman Jr. Please tell me how my black experience and my black name has not given me shit. Go ahead.
So,
did you hear when the kid said, but does my lack of knowledge on that mean that I have no knowledge? Oh, now who's getting defensive on what they stand there saying what they know and not liking being attacked? I mean, this kid totally just started talking to Charlie and saying, like, what gives him the right to say and do what he's doing? Because he has no qualifications. You know why that's so sad? Because our kids are being so brainwashed that education is important in the sense that if you're not educated, if you don't have a college degree, that you have no voice. Right? I mean, basically, that's how this kid was opening up his talking points with Charlie. Because Charlie has no college degree, he should have no voice. That's the typical Democrat motto. We don't like what you're saying? Shut you up. I mean, this kid has no common sense at all. And Charlie just put him in his place. I loved how it ended when he was trying to call Charlie a white supremacist, meaning he's racist. And Charlie's like, calling him out on that. But this black guy comes in and says, I have a name that's a black name. And I have been given so many opportunities. I guess he said something like he has 50 internships and he's listing them all out. Like no opportunities has been shut down because of his name. And I look at this kid, this white kid, and I'm like, even after that black gentleman said what he said, this kid's going to walk away still believing what he believes in. Because he does not look open-minded to even, you know what I hope? I hope he sees this video and I hope he looks at every single, it's like 7 minutes long, every single minute of how he was talking, what he said, how disgraceful he looked, embarrassing that he looked. to give him that lesson that he needs, that his way and his thoughts, they need to be more educated and more well-rounded, because what he's learning in school and who he's surrounding himself with are just teaching him a very narrow-minded view of life, and it's not doing him well at all.